Hottie.
Oh, Officer Hottie. Hardy toddy. Hotty toddy, buddy. Hey, I think we're good, baby.
Do you think so?
I think so. Yo, check this out.
What are we checking?
All right, you ready? That was all a joke, bro. But we are back. Yeah?
Are we?
I think we are.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, I can't call it. I can tell you this. Technology is not our strong suit. I will tell you that if I had to put money or put my life on the line when it comes to this live streaming thing, I don't think I'd do it. I think I'd leave it up to somebody else. Maybe you. What do you think? I mean, I don't think I can save myself.
I think definitely I'm gonna jump in on this next time and try it out.
So we're gonna put this on the poll immediately. We're gonna put it right on the poll. Would you
Straight to a
rather?
poll, he says.
Would you rather us risk it all, going live, or play it safe and pre-record the episodes at On Patrol Live? I'm saying OPL recaps. Putting it on the poll. You guys jump in there and vote because I don't know the answer to this question. What do you think? Pre-record?
Yeah. 100%.
Well, what do you think the issue is? I don't know if there's is it user error? Is it just the technology doing what technology does? What do you think it is?
I think you look handsome there.
I look handsome there. Are you on the screen?
I think you look handsome there.
Where are you, Jim? I can see you. I can see you.
How could you see me?
I do. I got the live stream up, and there we are.
I mean, I could see me in the Riverside.
Yeah, I can see you on the YouTube too.
How do you see me on the YouTube?
I promise you, I see you. I see your phone going up and everything. Just run with it, baby. Just run. Just think about it this way. You know, we're the men of the people, and this is the people's podcast. They want to see those smiling faces, and those smiling faces are on the screen right now. Yeah?
I just have to take your word for it.
You got to take my word for it. You want me to show you? All right, I'm gonna show you.
No.
There you are.
I'm dead.
There you are.
It's too much.
You're there, buddy. I promise you, I wouldn't lie to you.
I'll only believe it if I see somebody else comment that they could see me.
You want to see comments?
This is a setup.
Setup. I promise you. Drop it in the comments if you can see Jim in the comments. Put it on in the comments below. I'm pretty sure you're there.
Dude, I don't even know where the comment section went. Oh, there it is. All right. Look.
Now you're there. All right. Well, let's go with it. What can you do?
Oh my God, my cheeks hurt.
I don't know what the deal is, man. I wish I can tell you. I can't tell you. But here we are.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
I got orange juice and whatever.
You still sick?
I gotta fight. I gotta battle through, man. Because let me tell you something. This gig ain't easy, man. Dealing with these bad guys and being out here in the street.
And it's hot out.
It is hot.
What are you wearing? Not now. I mean, when you're on the street.
I'm about to say. I mean, can't you see me?
When you're on the street, what are you wearing?
Suit
and tie?
No. We just shifted over to our summer uniforms, which are like polos and slacks, and we can wear dress type, sneaker type shoes. So that's good because once it gets up to the 90s, those shirts and ties are out the window.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would say all the clothes would be out the window except for a bathing suit, but
You would think. You would think.
hey, you could do beach patrol.
Shorts, stuff like that. That'd be sweet. No, our bike unit guys do that, and that's just about it. Everybody else is in regular uniforms, with the exception of VCAT.
All right.
Yeah.
So you didn't tell me Booth was on a motor scooter.
A motor scooter.
Yeah, I call them scooters. Yeah, a little scooter, scooting.
Let's get.
He was scraping peg going around the roundabout. I was like, look at this guy. I was like, I had no idea.
Heck of a picture, man. Where'd you put that picture on? You put Instagram. It on IG. On our IG. That was pretty nice, man. What was that, by the Ocean Center?
Yeah, my kid graduated.
Yes, congratulations. Congrats, man. I don't want to put his picture up here, but you know,
he's on. I already posted on Instagram, remember?
You did, but you didn't post it on the, you know, I didn't put it up on the X because I didn't know if you wanted to. All right. Well, if that's the case, then I'll pop it up. You know what I'm saying?
Pop it up, fella.
Oh yeah, it's not on your thing. I can't pull Instagram up on this. There's stuff.
Bro, I mean, look at Booth.
Yeah, they like to scrape those pipes a little bit, baby.
I don't like the sound of it, but he did it well. He did it well.
It happens, man. It absolutely happens. You know, it's good times though. So check me out. I'm going to start right here. Let's dive right into it, right? Because this week has been a week of ups and downs. I can't really talk about this situation a lot. We did have a homicide in the city this week that we've been working that call all week long. All four of our detectives bureaus, including VCAT, will be 5, have been working this call. So it's got busy, really, really busy. But in the midst of all that, investigating, looking at hours of cameras and video footage, and you know, talking to dozens of witnesses and people who heard the gunshots, a little something happened that slipped right under the radar. From a particular X page called OPL Unleashed. Now, full disclaimer here, Jim. OPL Unleashed is a new page, but I think it's a burner account for OPL On Patrol Live Leos, because the logo is exactly the same, and he likes to drop a little bit of drama on the people every once in a while. So he drops this one little hint on the screen. I'm going to pop it up for everybody to see now, and we're going to talk a little bit about this because we talked about it, you and me. And check this out. Can you read that? Can you see that?
Curtis is forcibly stepping back from the show, effective immediately. Wilson has been on the show since debut. Yeah. In
2002, blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. All right. So let's unpack this just a little bit. When you look at the OPL Unleashed guy, he had been there. He had just started that page this week. So people were saying that, there's no credibility to this guy, this, that, and the other. What can you do? But I did a little bit of digging. That's how I figured out it was his burner page from On Patrol Live LEOs. He has been marred in scandal for the past year and change because he mentions things such as his sources, telling people that he has a source inside the studio, or producer, that's feeding him this information, bro. And I don't know or talk to any of those people in the studio, but I can guarantee you all this, who's listening right now, they are not happy about this. They aren't happy about it at all.
So it's a lot of reckless speculation going on.
I don't know how reckless the speculation is, because if he's claiming his source, we have an issue there. There's a mole in the building. Would you agree?
I mean, if you want to act like you're somebody and you know something, I'd be like, I got a source over there. Who could vet that? Nobody really, except for the people at the studio. And they're not just going to call some nobody and be like, hey, what are you doing?
Right.
They're just like, this is nothing. He's got 12 followers. Or
Yes. However, if you go back to his other page, the regular On Patrol Live LEO's page, he's got 19.4 thousand followers. And he's been on since 2022. And a lot of his information is accurate. I mean, he was breaking news. I've been following him quietly, I'll admit it, for the last couple of years. And he has been giving information that I would notice information because I'm in the studio or I'm with a camera crew. He's dropping stuff on his page that a lot of people wouldn't know if they're just sitting at home or in their mom's basement or wherever else. I don't want to speculate that he's in his mom's basement. Could be anybody. But I mean, you got to have some kind of credibility when you're dropping things such as, I'm hearing there's drama between such and such a person, or this I'm hearing this department's leaving in the next month, and then it happens.
Yeah.
So if he tosses out a burner account, which a lot of celebrities do, or people who don't want to reveal their sources, there's some legitimacy to those claims, correct?
I mean, just because he hit 9 out of 10 before, this could be the 1 out of 10, and he's just like, I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just going to throw it out there because honestly, I could have threw it out there, a month ago and been like, hey, I think this, that, and the other, because I already told you how I felt.
Right.
And, that could have been my grand slam guess. We're just going to say guess.
Could have been. But I'm telling you, legitimately, for the last 2 years, he's been dropping little hints and information that have been accurate. So it's hard to say it's not. Now, he did redact his statement. His original report said, and I'll show it to you because it's not, I didn't pop this one on the screen before. His original statement was, it was this one. He said that per a producer for On Patrol Live, Curtis Wilson is forcibly stepping back. Now, forcibly is the key word here, because what does he mean by forcibly? Is he saying that they're making him step back, or is he saying he's making them get out of here? I don't want to be on the show anymore. Because his statement that I was able to verify and find said that I'll be back. It's not true. So who's right, who's wrong? That's the question.
So I mean, I have an opinion, but
you're good for that. Let's go with it. Let's hear it.
I said it a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
You got me on that one. That was pretty funny. I was like, who was that in the background? Yeah. So I said it. I think it was a month ago. I was like, Curtis is going to be done. I said, Silver Fox is going to be going to New York a lot to be doing the bolos and the missing segments and the blah, 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 blah. I said that. I mean, I'm not On Patrol Live, Leo recap, blah, blah, whatever he is. But I said that and I was just like, I think that's going to happen. Am I right? I don't know.
That's what you said.
Reckless speculation.
It was reckless speculation. But here's what Curtis said. The day after that post dropped on Twitter, he didn't respond immediately on Twitter or X. He went to Instagram and said, I'm thrilled to share that this weekend I'll be returning to my alma mater, Brooklyn PS91, to be part of their annual career day and donate to the extraordinary elementary school that got it all started for me. Yes, people, he is the voice, right? And then he says later on in the statement, he says, see you back on OPL next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes on and tags all the, On Patrol Live, Reels Network, this, that, and the other, to let you guys know they see this, I see this, and they have my support, I have their support. So I'm not stepping back, and nobody's making me step back. That's how I read into that statement. Am I missing something here?
I don't think so, but behind the scenes, behind the sheets, behind the curtain, whatever you want to say, it could be, hey, Curtis, you need to say this per our lawyers or whatever, or per Dan, and we're going to figure this out over the next week, what we're going to do or play it out or how it's going to be handled.
Yep.
But for now, we don't want to piss the people off because,
right.
Yep.
Hollywood.
It's in the name, Hollywood Curtis.
Yeah, it is. Yep, it is. But let's just talk about this for a second. How are they going to forcibly force a grown man out of his position? It's a gentleman's agreement, right? If they got a contract, they got a contract. If they don't, they don't. How can they force him out of the show?
I mean, there's not going to be a forcing. It's just going to be it's going to be logistics. Like, okay, this is what's going on. People didn't like you on the show.
Right.
Or people liked when you were off and they liked having all the random people come in. So we're going to run with this. Sorry, but here's $100,000 and bye. Whatever.
Or something like that.
I'm just throwing some numbers out there. I'm just saying if it's money involved, it's always, hey, go do something else and we'll call you in a couple months. Whatever,
Right.
We'll boost the ratings in a couple months because Curtis has been gone. All of a sudden, boom, he's coming back. Oh my God, Curtis come back.
Right.
Hollywood. So, I mean, that could be a play. That could be a play. I don't know.
And, it may not even be about money, or it may not be about ratings. It may be about they want to make a change, but I don't think there's validity to the statement. No. I think there may have been a falling out. I can't confirm or deny it. Right. But I don't think it's about the money. A wise man once told me, speaking of, it's not about the money. Whenever you say it's not about the money,
it's always about the money.
It is indeed 100% about the money. So I don't know if that's true or not. Actually, put that on the poll, please, at OPL recaps. If someone says it's not about the money, is it indeed about the money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote yes. Just so you know my vote, I'm going to vote yes.
All right. So what do we got, man? Let's jump past that and let's see what we got going on for the recap for this week. I just want to touch on that real quick before we move in the first shift.
All right. So let's talk about the new crew coming in.
Okay.
So let me ask you this so I don't sound like an idiot.
Okay.
Is it Robeson or Robeson?
That's good. I haven't heard anybody say it yet. I would assume Robeson, but I may be wrong.
And I would be like, it sounds easier to just say Robeson.
It does sound easier, but I thought it was Roberson when I first saw it. So you take the R out, it's Robeson.
Yeah.
So,
or is it Robeson?
I don't know. We'll see tonight when Dan introduces them. And do you think they'll start the show? Would they do a quick little segment on first shift? That's usually what they do, right?
Yeah, for sure. They got to introduce the new crew. They got Sergeant Collins and Deputy McCullum.
All right. First sergeant.
See, this is what people get confused. My wife will be in the background. She'd be like, okay, there's a sergeant. And then all of a sudden you throw in a first sergeant. So what does the second sergeant do?
Right.
What is, here's the normal sergeant stripes. Well, what's this 2 stripes with a little dot underneath? It's just like,
right.
Can we just lay it all out so everybody knows and keep it simple? I mean, just like the master deputy.
Right.
Can we just go with a deputy?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it simple for the civilians.
Right. For the novices of,
exactly,
the lay people.
Exactly. But actually they got 4 people on. Like maybe they ride 2 and 2. Maybe.
Yeah, we got 4 people on too. It's always good times, man. We got to make it happen. You see that? What do you think?
Oh, where's my Ali dog? I got my boy.
You got Ali? You ordered an Ali?
Yeah, of course. I've had it.
Nice.
I had a picture of it. I was going to post on the, the on Troll Live Pets. I was going to post that with my dog.
Nice. All right, you got your little Ali. Hey, good job. Good job. Hey. That's a good boy, Ali. That's a good boy. I love it, man. Good stuff. So, Keith Foreman is back. Tonight he's been gone for a few months. He's been handling some things and doing some training and doing all kinds of good stuff. So he's back.
I like Foreman. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he had a nice little package week before last week with the people who were fighting, and they recommended that they have a cookout. I actually volunteered to do the cookout for them. Yeah, I hit Curtis up and say, hey man, I'll do a cookout, man. Let's just make that happen real quick and bring that
Where's
neighborhood together.
Where's my invite? Where's my invite?
Bro, you gonna be there first for sure. You gonna be there. You my boy. Roger Lawson and Ali are there, and then you got Detective Matero backing them all up as the follow car.
Yep.
So that's always a good thing. Of course, VCAT's going to be out doing their thing
I
tonight.
was gonna say we gotta see VCAT get in on this.
Yeah, we do. Hey guys, do us a favor. I know some of you, a bunch of you are in the chat, right? A bunch of you are in the watching right now. Hey, hit your friends up, hit your family up, share the stream. All right, like, share, subscribe. These people going right because we got some things we want to share with you, and they're coming in hot. Pop it in the chat where you guys are visiting from. Somebody says in the chat it's Robeson, not Robetussin, Robeson.
It's Tussin.
It's Tussin, Tussin.
That's it.
Well, separate. Let's acknowledge some people in the chat. Lisa, how you doing, Lisa? Gary's in the chat. Michelle, Live It. What's up, my boy? Holla at me, Live It. I see you, buddy. I don't know how to pronounce this. Xander Cole's in the chat. Michelle Eber, hi. Lauren Bowles is in. Can you see who's in the chat? Can you see it?
Yeah, I got it. I got
who
people
you got
from
on your
San
side?
Antonio, Texas, Long Beach, California.
Ooh.
Long
Beach in the house.
Slidell, Louisiana. Orange Beach.
Oh, whoa. Slidell's in the house? Slidell, what's up, man? We missed y'all. I need to come back to the show. Am I right or am I wrong? Let's get Slidell back.
Florida.
Melbourne.
There we go. All over the country.
So we're coast to coast, right? And around the world.
So let me ask you this.
Talk to me.
Do I just say Robeson just to make everybody mad and be like, hey, he's saying it wrong? And then everybody be...
It's going to be a gag.
Sit everybody sideways. Just, Robeson.
You say this, but think about this for a second. The entire time Wilkes-Barre was on the show, Dan intentionally called him Wilkes-Barre. It was a gag that they were running. You would see comments every single week. It's pronounced Wilkes-Barre, B-E-A-R. It's not Barry. It's no Y. So let's call him Robetussin until we can figure it out. How about that? Yep. Put it in the chat. Should we call him Robetussin? Yes or no? Until we see what they're all about at the very least, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
They better bring their A game because Daytona's out and they always have their A game.
Always, baby. And we're going to jump into some of the recap from last week, which is a kind of slow week. But before we do, I want to announce that we are going to be giving away a prize for our poll from Twitter earlier this week. I'm going to be announcing that right before first shift starts. We got about 15 minutes. I don't know, Jim. Do we stay through the start of first shift? Do we come back at the end of the show? Will you be awake at midnight? And do we just do a recap live, or what do we do?
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
You will not be awake at midnight. I got you. I don't know.
There's no telling, fella.
Here's what I can tell you this. If this chat can get up to 200 people in the chat, I'll come back live at midnight, and I'll do a recap, and I'll wake you up. Maybe I'll go to your house, and we'll do it from your house since you're right down the road anyway.
You won't. I
will pull up at midnight, and before midnight, we'll jump right on and do a face-to-face recap. If we can get 200 people in the chat, but if we can't do it, I don't know. You need 200 viewers right now.
I will put it on the cameras. If you pull up, jumping out your car, I'm putting it on blast. I'm going to video record the whole thing.
The minute we get up to 200, it's a done deal. That's all I want to do. I want the people to interact with us. So anyway, what do we got from last week? Because it was a normal week for me. How do you feel about the last weekend?
I thought it was a little slow. We'll say slow. I don't want to say boring because, I mean, to some people it's not boring. So I would say it was a little slow. You know, I like the chases, like people getting crazy. Yeah. I don't like all the screaming. Like if they play stuff too long where it's just people screaming in the background, or you're just like, all right, let's get to the next set of people here.
Let's just keep it moving, right?
But the opening for Friday, the Stolen Challenger.
Yes.
I called it. I 100% called it.
No, you didn't.
She was sitting here, and she was like, oh, this, that, and the other. And I was like, nah. I was like, car's not stolen anymore. I said the car was stolen. I was like, watch. The car was stolen,
Okay.
and I guarantee you, because I saw the writing on the window. I saw the writing on the window, and the damage was already there. So I was like, I guarantee the car was stolen. It was in an impound.
He went and got
and
it.
they got it back, and they didn't take it out of the system.
Okay, all right.
And
I didn't see that damage or that writing on the window, but we can go to a shot of that, and maybe you could kind of point out where that happened, because I didn't see that. You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, check this out for a minute. Here we go. Because they went around the car.
Yeah,
and it looked weird.
So you.
I was like, which car are they tracking? I don't know.
So the black Chevy was I'm going to say U.S. Marshals or somebody of a different task force.
Okay.
So to me, when you're doing this, you have an unmarked in front of the Challenger, and he starts backing up. I would instantly be like, what's going on? I'm going to go around him. I would not let that happen.
So that's what he did.
Yep. And he didn't do it recklessly. He did it in a I would say a safe manner, because if you see somebody backing up, you're like, oh, what is this? This could be a insurance scam. See, there you go. Look, he's not speeding. He's just going around.
And then he hit the brakes.
He hit the brakes, and then boom, hits him.
And they pit him. Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
So there's no damage on the front. There should be no damage on the front of the car. So watch.
Let me see your hands. Hands up.
How about that out the window, huh?
I like it. But you got to park the car.
You got to park the car, baby.
So,
whoa. I didn't notice that.
My mind went in 1,000 different directions. Soon as that happened, I said, no. I said, you can't have an unmarked in front and then just put it in. If he would have stopped, then okay, he would have been like, all right, what's going on? Let me see. But as soon as you put it in reverse, you're like, whoa, what's going on? Yeah. This guy's trying to
carjack me.
Anything. Carjack me or insurance fraud. I go to insurance fraud because if somebody's trying to do that and they see, a nice Challenger or a nice whatever, if it was a Honda Civic, from 1988, I'm like, nah, you could hit me, fool. Whatever. I don't care. But so yeah. And then I saw the writing on the window and I was like, nope.
That's it.
I said that car has been recovered and not taken out of the system. I called it.
So you saw the proverbial writing on the walls, what you're telling me.
100%. 100%.
You know what? I missed that. And for being a detective sergeant, I should slap myself on the hand, give myself a face palm, because I should have picked up on that and I did not. Great job by you, man.
That's okay. That's okay. This is just my picking stuff apart from the other side. That's what that is.
Well, you're the man. You're doing a great job.
But
man. Good job.
On a serious note, I'm really glad. I'm kind of mad that they didn't hop out of the car like they should have, but I'm glad they were just like, all right, like, let's just put our hands up and just let this pan out slowly.
Right.
Because I think if they would have jumped out of the car and started being aggressive, it might have been like, hey, this could be really going sideways from it going sideways before that. Poor people are just like, oh, I got my car back. Yay, I just got to fix this bumper.
Right.
Oh, wait, we're getting slammed into again. Now I got to fix the back of the car.
Right. Oh, God. What a mess. All right. So before we move forward, I want to thank everybody who's joining us right now. Hey, what initially happened was, I don't want to get into logistics, but we set up the stream. One character got erased from the stream. So we tried to go live. It got jacked up. We had to redo the stream link. Yada, yada, yada. We figured it out. And the poll is up on the OPL recaps page. Would you rather us risk it all going live or play it safe and pre-record the episode? Right now, we get 91% say live. Have you seen that?
I mean, they like the live. They like the live.
All right. Well, they got 23 hours and 33 minutes to vote. And I'm telling you, I'm good with a live every Friday. I can possibly be on the show on Saturdays. Maybe it's Saturday, maybe not. I don't know. But if they want to do live, it's good with me because guess what? That's less editing, that's less downloading, that's less work that me and you and everybody else has to do on the back end to get this content out to them.
We just got to get it right.
Well, but this is a step in the right direction because last time nothing worked at all.
This is true.
Yeah, it was jacked. So, all right.
So
they do the strategic felony stop real quick, and of course, Sergeant Hoylett is doing his thing, man. That guy is precise.
Yeah, he could have flipped the car over.
He probably could have just turned it right over. But as soon as they didn't, resist at all, and then they Ashley came back to and said that it was the owner's car, which happens a lot. Sometimes, if it's a suspicious theft, the owner will go get their car from the guy who took their car and be like, "Hey, these chicks took my car. Let me just get my car, and I'll call the cops later after I get rid of the dope I had stashed in the car and all this stuff because the cops have to come out, read the VIN number, and sometime we'll check the car to make sure there's no damage or anything like that." And sometimes just driving down the road in their own stolen car, and it happens. Unfortunately, you get a felony stop. Luckily, nobody was injured. Great job by Indian River.
So one of the questions was, what happens to the new damage that was put on by the patrol cars?
It's the owner's fault.
Is it?
It's the owner's fault. Now, of course, there are some remedies that they can seek. I'm not the one to tell people to sue anybody, but there are some remedies that they can seek. My suggestion would be for them to get with their insurance company and let them work it all out. Because that's a touchy situation. I think we can both agree there.
For sure. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a couple of stolen challengers in the impound yard that they could get a bumper and a fender from.
Yeah, no question about it. They can, especially that color. That's a pretty popular color. So somebody says of Sergeant Hoylett, that guy is jacked. Okay, well, jacked is an understatement.
Yeah, he's a brick house.
He's mighty, just letting it all hang out.
Whoa.
He's a brick. Let me retract that last statement. I actually went through Indian River County this past weekend on my way to South Florida, and I thought about stopping.
You shouldn't have stopped. You should have ran, and then he would have got you.
No.
And they could be like, "Hey,
nope,
it's me."
It was during the day. We actually went through Vero Beach, which is Indian River County, to a Chick-fil-A. Shout out Chick-fil-A. So it was good.
We had Chick-fil-A last night. It was good. I never had chicken tenders from there. It was good.
I always back that up. You're in your 40s. You've never had chicken tenders from Chick-fil-A?
Never once. I was dunking it a lot. I was like, "Oh, this is good. This is real good."
So what do you like better, the tenders or the nuggets?
So I would say the tenders.
What?
Yep. But unless it's chicken minis. If it's chicken minis, the breakfast things, then I'll just devour 4 boxes of those easily.
4 boxes?
Easily. I guarantee I could devour 4 boxes.
Oh,
Thank you, Chick-fil-A, for the sauce.
So you're telling me, see, I'm on a different page to you. I like the nuggets a little bit better. Chat, what do you guys think? Nuggets or tenders?
No, don't chat, people. Don't chat, because I already see a bunch of nugget comments. God, I hate when you're right.
Put it on the poll, please. At OPL Recaps, which do you prefer? The Chick-fil-A chicken tenders or the nuggets?
Okay, so you know what? Everybody's gonna be on your side this live stream. I could tell. Robeson and nuggets.
You give me some Chick-fil-A. Give me a 12 count, large with a diet lemonade, no ice, and I'm in heaven. Give me some Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, you like the lemonade?
Let's go, baby. I like the diet lemonade. I'm good with it.
All that pulp.
Oh, I love some pulpy lemon. That's the best. You don't like pulp and you don't like tenders. I mean nuggets. What's wrong with you,
bro? Nobody likes pulp.
Okay, put it in the chat.
Nuggets.
Do you like pulp in your drink? It's healthy. No, it's not healthy.
I think that's a rumor. It's reckless speculation.
The pulp is where all the vitamins are, bud. That's why you eat the orange or you eat the lemon, you get all the vitamin C. Now, there's a lot in the rind too. That's why you do.
You're not eating the
zest.
rind, though.
No,
you're not eating the rind.
You do lemon zest in your tea, or you sprinkle some of that on your food. If you're in a fancy spot, I do that every once in a while.
Well, I feel like this is a losing conversation on my end because I'm wrong and wrong and wrong. So we'll go to
Let's go.
Toledo.
Oh,
Let's go to Toledo because that was messed up. That was messed up. That dude took what was it? A razor blade, you think?
I think it was a blade because they said his ear was kind of dangling. Had it been a screwdriver, he's dead. Attempted murder.
I mean,
had it been brass knuckles, his ear wouldn't be dangling.
I mean, brass knuckles could do some damage if you hit it. I mean, all right. I'm just gonna throw this out there because I'm a nerd, and
Toss it out.
It only takes 13 pounds to rip an earlobe off.
Holy crap! How do you learn that? Where do you get useless information from?
Just from jiu-jitsu classes and stuff. I was like, okay. I took a couple of those, and they were like, if you really want to jack somebody up, you just pull on their ear, and it takes 13 pounds of pressure to rip it off. And I was like, that's disgusting.
Up or down when you're ripping? Does it say? Oh,
like I ain't trying it, but that's useless information for everybody. 13 pounds.
So that begs the question before you move into this topic. Did Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson's fight where Mike ripped his ear off, did his jaws produce 13 pounds or more of ripping pressure to bite off Evander's ear when they fought back in 90, whatever year that was?
Okay. Did he rip it or did he
gnaw it?
He saw it across with his teeth.
He ripped it.
I don't know.
He ripped it. Yeah, so, he ripped the ear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he ripped that ear off, man, with those ears of his. I don't know. You guys tell me in the chat, did he rip it off or did he saw it off with his gold teeth? I'm not sure.
I don't know. But so yeah, back to the Toledo thing, again, that's a wild ass town. I want to go through there and check it out. But that was pretty messed up that the dude just walked up to him and stuffed him in the side. Like, you didn't even give him a chance.
Ambush style, yeah.
Yeah, like, did you really need some kind of weapon to sucker punch somebody? Why don't you just sucker punch them and that's it? Get in your truck and leave. Like, you took it to like a really wrong level of sucker punching.
Yeah, it turns into aggravated battery when you go from punching somebody and they pass out to using a weapon and attacking them, a cutting weapon or impact weapon to hit them. That ups the charge from a misdemeanor charge all the way to a felony charge. And if you did more damage, such as near the jugular, we could be looking at attempted murder and all that, all because a guy is doing what? Disrespecting you, or he's in your window yelling at you?
Yeah, I mean, no clue what they were talking about, but whatever it was, it didn't look aggressive for him to be like, all right, let me just.
Yeah.
But shout out to the convenience store for having cameras, because when they said we're going to look at camera footage, I said, did you see that parking lot? I said, they don't have no cameras. They don't have nothing. There's nothing.
No, bro.
No.
When you're dealing with a neighborhood like that, those convenience stores, and I'm just giving you an example. All of MMB, every convenience store there, covered in cameras.
I was like, there's no way. When they panned to the building, I said, I don't see one camera, but I see a bunch of holes in the soffits, and there's going to be mold and other things going on there besides cameras.
1,000%.
Sure enough, they had a camera. I was like, oh,
imagine that.
Proved me wrong.
Yeah, you missed that one.
I did. I missed that one.
I got a question for you. Do you think we can do a little? Good. I'm glad to hear it. Do you think we can do a little bit of a live watch along for first shift? Because I want to see if Reels pops up a little, little chit chat with Robeson County to start it off.
So I'm just going to go with, we've had nothing but technical difficulties in the first start of this. I think if you introduce a third thing, it might be more difficulties, but if you have another way of doing it.
Let's try it. Let's do it right now.
Let's do it.
All right. Audio? Any audio?
No. Can you put on closed captions?
Good question.
For the hearing impaired, since that's what we are.
Hear it now?
Yeah, it was loud.
I am Dan Abrams. Welcome to On Patrol First Shift, joined by Captain Tom Rizzo from the Howell Police Department in New Jersey, and back with us again, from the Chino PD in California, Officer
RT.
Ryan Tillman.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
Good to see you guys both.
Yeah,
Curtis has the weekend off. And by the way, here's where he is. This was Curtis earlier today at his alma mater, PS 91 in Brooklyn, New York, where he donated this generous gift. He was on hand for their career day, helping to encourage young minds to go after their dreams. That's a direct quote from Curtis. We'll see him back here, a good man doing good things.
Okay.
Now for some updates. Let's begin in Coweta County, Georgia, where last Saturday night, just as we were going off the air, Deputy Rad Brooks had followed a vehicle into this driveway
Great
where
name.
a passenger then jumped
Bailed.
out of the car and fled on foot.
Nip, come here. Nip.
Oh, he knows him. Nipsey Hussle.
Stay in the car.
Yeah, okay.
13991. I got a bush bond. I got him in the house. It's Nicholas.
The guy who ran into that house apparently had a warrant for previously hitting Deputy Brooks in the face.
Oh, wow.
Deputy evacuated the house. Folks who were inside told him nobody else was in there. Wasn't buying it. As we were going off the air, the deputy was about to send in a K9. Here's what happened next. Deputies released a drone,
Let's go.
which was sent flying through the front door of the house.
That's right.
Then up it went through a hole in the ceiling,
There he is.
which was apparently made by the suspect as he was looking for a place to hide. Once inside the attic, the drone searched around for the suspect. A lot of flying insects in there.
Oh.
Eventually, they spot him up there, and as one of the deputies is poking around with a stick, boom! Down he comes! Crashing through the ceiling and onto the floor. He's placed under arrest and in cuffs and taken into custody. Why are you laughing, Tom Rizzo?
I just think that is the ultimate. You know, you punched me in the face.
Right,
That's
exactly.
fine. When that you fall through, it's silly.
Exactly.
Mother.
Right.
That's good.
I think the real MVP is the drone pilot, though.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
impressive
Yeah.
work.
The drone was quite something.
And that's some tactical poking.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
It's not like they were trying to make him come down.
Absolutely
They
not.
were
Just making sure it was safe.
Exactly.
Roger that.
Now to Toledo, Ohio, where Officer Lindsay Earhart was responding to a domestic violence call. A 12-year-old told police his stepfather had allegedly hit his mother in the face and that she was unconscious. When Officer Earhart arrived on the scene, the suspect was already in custody. Apparently, he'd been in a fight with some officers, including Officer Heather Smith, who had just tased the suspect.
Well, hey, look, I'm on PD. Hey, look, they just stopped me, right? Hey, no. Fuck me, dude.
Now, here's what happened after he was put in that patrol car. Apparently, the suspect had a change of heart and wanted to apologize.
No, I'm not. I wasn't trying to fight y'all, though, on life. Though. that's why I'm trying to talk to y'all. And, you feel me?
You know you kicked the door into me, right? That hurt.
I did.
Yeah.
It's a charge.
Look, honestly, I'm
That's a charge.
He's in charge.
See, that happens all that often, right? Someone who's that belligerent moments later apologizing. I don't know.
I think it actually occurs
Really?
more frequently than you do. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
A lot more time. But I
Yeah.
think he was showing out, too, because he saw the cameras in his face.
Yeah.
And he's a fan of the show. You can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or in the street
Yeah.
cred. He has to get it.
You know, that's not necessarily our target demographic.
It's not.
I'm just saying that we're fine with them watching.
Hey.
All right. We'll be riding with a new department starting tonight, the Robeson County Sheriff's Office in North Carolina. Joining us now from there is Deputy Donnell McCallum. Welcome. Good to see you. Tell us a little bit about your department.
Robeson County Sheriff's Office, we're our 300 personnel agency, about 170 sworn. We have a lot of like helicopters, MRAPs, and a lot of divisions on our department. I'm on our community impact team. We're like an aggressive patrol unit. We work our problem areas in the county.
And what sort of calls might we expect on a typical night?
On a typical night, we really deal with really everything. You have domestics, child custody issues, chases, really everything, assisting our neighboring departments. We have a lot of small towns in the county, and a lot of times they'll call for assistance for more personnel.
And just tell us a little bit more broadly about Robeson. What is the county known for?
The county is, the county is known for being very large. Geographically, it's the largest county in North Carolina. We're the midpoint between Miami and New York. We have a population of about 120,000 people. We have a very diverse population.
Oh wow.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. It may have felt like I was quizzing you, but I really didn't mean to.
You're good.
So, and you pulled those stats out pretty well, considering that you weren't ready for that question.
I have one question for you. How many people actually run from you?
Oh, they run quite often, honestly.
Oh, I wouldn't
A lot
run
of
from
times
you.
they see my stature and they take off.
We'll see you live in about 54 minutes. We're looking forward to Robeson and our other 7 departments tonight. On Patrol Live, we'll be here 9 p.m. Eastern.
So, Robeson.
That's it. Robeson.
Also in your chat, a lot of people are about the nuggets. So I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, they're better. You get more crisp, right? You get an adequate amount of meat, right? And when you're actually thinking about it, when you back out and look at it globally, you get more food for the money. I mean, 3 strips or 12 nuggets, same price.
I got 4 strips. So
well, that's 4 strips and 12 nuggets, same price. I think you get more. I don't know. I'm all about the value, buddy, and then the texture. I'm a texture guy.
You like coconut?
I love coconut. I hate avocado. Avocado texture and taste and smell makes me want to puke. If you don't like Mike Bryant, get him something avocado. I'm good. But if you love me, get me some nuggets. I accept Chick-fil-A gift cards. Send the gift cards to the PD. Attention, Mike Bryant, Sergeant Mike Bryant. Wow. All right. So Robitussin, Stephanie Snyder says, Robitussin. Stephanie, you also love avocado. Look at you. You are in the chat.
That's
Steph,
it.
how you doing, girl?
She likes chips and salsa.
I like chips and salsa. I don't like avocado. I don't like
avocado.
Guac.
You gotta dip it. Big old scoop of it. Wonder if we got some here.
Don't do this to me.
Can we eat on the live?
You can, because all the rules are out the window. All right, so here we are. Anything else from Friday night? Because I felt like Friday night kind of they drug out the Lee County call for a long time. Do you remember that Lee County call with the drunk lady at the restaurant?
Yeah, that was very drawn out. But, dude, the FedEx driver.
Oh, triple play.
Bro, for once, somebody was like, oh, I'm going to do something about this because I got a huge truck and I could swam right off into the day.
Thank God, because I was going forever, looks like. He was right on rims.
He was. Hey, go for it. Ride out. But FedEx was just like, I got this. I see what y'all trying to do, and I don't own this truck, so here we go.
I mean, worst case scenario, you can justify it to your bosses, right? FedEx
it's just going to get scratched. It's just going to get
a little scratch. The wheels are going to get scratched a little tiny. No big deal. They're all banged up.
That's it.
That guy was a mess because my thing is, he tells the female to jump out. So she goes to jail. She does for the resisting arrest. She probably didn't have a license. And then he had multiple warrants
But it was still a stolen vehicle, so
in a stolen car, yes.
So she was driving it, and then he was driving, so they both catch the same charge. So
which would be the grand theft auto or the grand larceny, depending on what state it was. But it gets very dangerous when you're up on the highway, Jim. When you're talking about a pit maneuver, dude.
Listen, I don't know if you watch some of these, but like Arkansas, they'll do it. I saw one at 104 miles an hour, and I was like, "Yo, like that's so fast!" Like most people don't want to drive 100 miles an hour. But you're going to do a pit at 100 miles an hour, just getting sideways? Like,
right.
Dang. Like, that's serious.
Well, we've seen where some agencies have. Okay, so 2 things I want to talk about here, because I don't want to jump the shark or jump the gun here, right? To make it very fair. A lot of agencies will, and some of the viewers here that are in the chat live in these areas. They have a policy where they will not pit above a certain speed.
Yeah, usually it's 45. I've been noticing that that's like the sweet spot is 45.
Right. And that's for 2 reasons. Well, 3 reasons, actually. That's for the first reason is for the safety of the community. The second reason is actually for the safety of the officer. And then obviously you don't want to kill the bad guy. No, I mean, over a traffic infraction. But if you're getting up over 50, 60, 70, into the 100-mile-an-hour range, it literally could be a death sentence just for fleeing and eluding.
Yeah, it's not worth. I mean, it's not worth it.
No,
Let's keep it low numbers, and everybody could go home hopefully at a 50-mile-an-hour pit.
Yeah,
anything over that is just
that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot.
It is.
Did you see the video where the trooper pits a guy and the trooper goes airborne in the berm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've all seen that.
Bro, like, that's sketchy stuff.
Yeah, that was a wild one, man. I mean, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. That can happen on any one of these particular pit maneuvers.
Yeah.
So you got to keep the speeds low.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but shout out to FedEx. I don't know what's their motto. FedEx.
We'll get it there fast.
Oh well,
I don't know.
They got him pitted fast.
They got a motto.
But they all got a little slogan, right? Everybody's got to have one.
FedEx, do y'all have a jingle? Let us know. Put it in the comments.
If FedEx, are you watching? If you're watching, put it in the comments. What's your slogan? I think it's like at one point it was like "We live to deliver." Oh, "Where now meets next" is the new one. "Where now meets next." I looked it up real quick. So now they were pitting the car into it. Next, the driver's going to jail. Good job, FedEx.
Good job.
What else do we got?
Got me off task for a second. I was thinking about my drink getting refilled.
Rick, what's up, Rick? Thanks for jumping in the chat, for being with us. Berta Deet, no guac. Thank you. Okay, and then Lisa comes right back behind her. Yum, avocado, yum. It's healthy. Don't get me wrong. It's very healthy, but the texture.
Would you take a bite out of an avocado like an apple?
I wouldn't even take a slice of an avocado. It makes me want to puke. I threw up last time I ate avocado.
Golly. And you're a cook.
I do. Now, I made the avocado. I made some tacos and I sliced the avocado and I put it in. I was like, you know what? Let me try it again. Maybe I'm better now. And it was not better now.
Saturday night.
Yeah, baby.
Berkeley had a stolen vehicle also. That truck.
Yeah.
See, that was a good pit. That was nice.
Yep.
Trooper was nice and tactical about it. He didn't get all crazy. Sometimes I see them where they're like, they just, I'm like, yo, like easy. And this is like textbook. And it just whoop, right into the thing. Bro, he came out with the crack pipe and lighters. Like, that was great. Like,
he or she?
He? Oh, that's right.
Are you sure?
It was. Wait, hold on. We'll blame it on the juice.
Blame it on the juice. Alcohol.
We'll blame it on the juice.
Well, I'm drinking orange juice, so I can't blame anything on it. So
all right, look, we can't edit this anymore. So yep,
right.
She came out with the crack pipe and the two lighters, and I was like, golly, it's all sorts of bad.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that was going to be a crackhead getting out of that car, because I know the characteristics of a crackhead, and I would have never guessed. Maybe she was a brand new crackhead. Maybe she's new to crackheading.
And that was just like, it sent her over the top, and she was like, I'm stealing this truck. I don't know what's going on. I'm just out of control. Like, that's what crack does to you. So I had to slip out of frame for a second.
Max says the essentials: crack pipes and lighters. What are the characteristics of a crackhead? Do you know? Put it on the poll, please, at OPL Recaps. Are you familiar with the characteristics of a crackhead? Because we've been talking about crack for 2 weeks now.
So I would say it has to be facial expressions. Has to be one of them.
That's one. What else you got? Put it in the chat. Some of the characteristics of no teeth, someone said. Oh my God. We're going to get in trouble for this.
Can we?
I don't think so. I mean, what are we going to get sued by? Does the crackheads have a union?
Crackhead?
Yeah, they're going to get a lawyer.
They don't have Wi-Fi.
He's talking about me. Oh man. There, so no teeth.
Burnt fingertips.
Oh yes, there's dirt underneath their nails if they have nails at all. That's for sure. Yeah. What else?
Listen, this can't be any worse than avocados to you, because this is making me cringe.
Are you cringing from a crackhead conversation?
I'm thinking about the dirty nails.
I think so. No teeth. They have a very distinct odor. If you've ever been around a crackhead, because the cocaine is often mixed with obviously the baking soda, and there's all type of other things that it's mixed with. And when it cooks, it smells a certain way. And when you light it, that smell transfers onto their skin. It comes out of their pores, is on their clothes at all times. So there's this particular smell. There's a particular look. Yeah, I've seen crackheads full mouths of teeth though. So, are you familiar with the characteristics of a crackhead? At OPL Recaps, vote on that. Let me know what you guys think about that. Now, they had those crackheads from last week in Berkeley County, where they're around the grill and they hit the crack near the chicken. None of them look like crackheads to me, except the lady drinking the lemon lime Bud Rita, whatever she was drinking.
Yeah, for sure. Like that, I wouldn't have picked any of them for crackheads. I mean, maybe I was more focused on the food.
Yeah,
but I didn't even see the crack pipe next to the chicken. But hey, you sprinkle that on there, and everybody's having a good night.
Very good night. I don't know. I still want to figure out what recipes.
It's topped off.
It automatically refilled. I don't have a bartender where I'm standing. Oh, I'm drinking water and orange juice anyway. You know, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm on a journey. So you pray for me. What else we got?
Oh, you know what? The guy in the bathroom, he caught a lucky break. Indian River. He caught a lucky break.
At the convenience store, was the gas station. He was in the bathroom for a long time, and he dropped his kit somewhere in the trash or something.
Whoa. That wasn't his kit.
He dropped. Okay, well, somebody dropped the kit in the bathroom.
Somebody dropped the kit.
He just happened to be there. No comments, huh? We're all pleading fifth.
I mean, somebody's kit was in the bathroom and he caught a break.
Right. Well,
check the video to see if he came back.
Possession is 9/10 of the law, right? They probably seized it, tagged it for destruction, and he's out, on his own. I want to do something before we go much further, because I know they're looking. They're wondering who has won this. And me and you have talked about this giveaway. We've been preparing for this giveaway. We've talked to our connections for this giveaway. I'm going to send this item out, or items out, next week. Do you want to do the giveaway now, or should we wait a little bit longer?
Let's wait a little bit.
All
Gotta
right.
dangle that carrot.
Stick with us. We're going to announce the winner here in a minute. But before we do, I want to make a quick little public service announcement. We are the Men of the People. This is the People's Podcast. There are several videos in the queue that you have to see. Next week, we have an interview coming up. Jim knows who it is. This person may or may not be on the show tonight. You gotta watch the show to find out. And I chatted with this person yesterday and today. So we're setting up an interview for next week that we think you're gonna love. Because you know what? We know that you people love the dogs. We know you people love the deputies and the officers. So we're going to bring you a little bit of both. We're going to bring you the best of both worlds, I think, right?
Let's go.
All right. So we got a guest coming next week. You got to stay tuned. Make sure you get onto our page. So you're on it right now, right? So just hit the like button. What else should they hit?
Comment, share, subscribe. All 4 things. Let's go.
Let's go. You take the link, you send it to your mom and them. They're not doing nothing. They want to watch it. Your daddy, your cousin, your auntie, your sister, your brother. Let's go. 100%.
If you send somebody a link, they're gonna click on it, and that just gives us a little bigger of a platform. They're not even they're gonna be like, "What's this?" Even if they say, "What's this?" and they watch 10 seconds, cool. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Yep. And then they fall into the rabbit hole. They get entertained. They start watching the show. We get more viewers. We get more sponsors. We get more show. Right.
We get a sponsor, not more sponsors.
Well, I'm talking about OP Live. Patrol Live gets more sponsors. We do have a sponsor that is coming up. Me and Jim spoke to one of our first official sponsor last week. So we're working on that. Shout out to our first official sponsor who will be announcing here coming up soon. And we're just trying to bring you guys the best of what we have. We have some takes, we have some insight, and we have some experience that we want to share with you about these episodes, and have some fun along the way.
Also, if you guys are on Instagram and you got some puppies or cats or whoever you're hanging out with tonight, send them to the Instagram account. We'll post them up on there. I see some people saying puppies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where mine is, but she's
somewhere. She's always around.
She's lingering. I know she is. She's
and so is mine.
Something.
Oh yeah. She's probably locked in her room somewhere, so she'll start barking at random squirrels in the backyard. But if
in the chat section, you guys put what you got: cats, birds, dogs, squirrels.
Yeah,
whatever. Let's see what y'all rocking.
If you got an otter, a hamster, a pet of the night, okay?
Pet of the night. That's it.
Tag us in it.
I like that. Pet of the night.
Pet of the night. Yeah, tag us in it. We want to see your fur puppies. We love it. Your fur babies.
Well, I was say you can't say puppies because people. Yeah, I mean, hey, someone might have a snake as a pet.
Fur baby. Oh, no fur.
Or a frog.
Oh, come on. You know how I feel about reptiles and doggone amphibians, man. Don't do that.
Let's see if anybody has a frog as a pet.
Oh, come on. Some lady had a frog in her house the other day. She had it on her arm and she put it on X. She was like, "Oh, look what I found watching Snow Patrol Live with me tonight." I'm like, "Oh no.
Warts.
Come on, people. These things aren't safe to handle.
They're safe to handle, but you could get a wart from it.
That's not safe to me. Okay. You got to get that freeze the wart off. There she is. There's Bia. Have you guys seen Jim's fur baby Bia? Oh, she's a beautiful dog, but don't get her started. I don't want to get her started.
No. She'll start going crazy. She'll start knocking over the lamps and stuff and the microphones. We'll wait until the end and I'll get her up on a chair and make her do a backflip.
Stephanie said 3 GSD and 3 cats. What is a GSD? Somebody help me out.
GSD?
3 GSD and 2 GSD and 3 cats. Good guardian. What is it? What is a GSD? GSD. Yeah, 3. 2 GSD and 3 cats. What is a GSD? German Shepherd dog.
German Shepherd.
All right, Steph. Cool. All right. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to get on X, tag us with pictures of your puppies. We'll repost it. All right.
Or send it to the Instagram account, Off Patrol Life.
Let's go.
Either one.
Yeah, we'll repost it.
Whatever you got.
Your animals. We want to see your dog. Send it to us. Tag us in it. We'll repost you.
Yeah. My wife posted and bees.
Oh yeah.
Literal bees.
You want to tell the people about your new project in the back?
Bro. I mean, okay. Real quick. Wife always wanted to get some bees, do some honey, have a little side hustle project, whatever you want to call it, because it's still new. But she wanted a bee box. I said, okay, we'll get a bee box. So for Christmas, I got this whole kit: bee box suit, hat, fogger, everything.
Bee box. Yep. I said, okay. Sorry.
So she said, okay, I'm going to order some bees. I'm thinking bees just come to this thing and that's it. They'll figure it out, like squirrels figure out that there's a little, nuts on a tree. So no, she orders 3 pounds of bees. So she's like, hey, the bees are at the post office. Do you want to go pick them up? I was like, what do you say? No, like I got her this bee box. Like I'm part of this now. So I was like, yeah, I got you. I go get the bees. Get to the post office. I tell the lady, I'm here to pick up some bees and show my ID, this and that. She goes, here you go. And she walks out this crate full of bees. Like you could see inside. There's bees everywhere. And she's just holding this thing and hands it to me. I was like, all right.
Here we go.
Get it to the house. Wifey does all the research to make sure she's doing it right. She sets up the bee box. We got a little quarantine area for these things. Bro, these bees are nonstop making honey.
Yeah.
They are working, like literally working. And I was like, she made a whole jar of honey in a month and a half. Crazy.
Jesus. When you say quarantine the bees,
okay, so it's not really a quarantine. What you do is you put them, we have a corner in the yard and we have a fenced in yard. So we take the fenced in yard and then we put a little screened area around it so she can get in and out. But what happens is the bees, instead of them just going lollygagging around in the yard, when you quarantine them in a corner, they literally go shoom and shoot up and go to wherever they want to go.
Yep.
So they never like actually bother you. They just go up, in, up, in, up, down, up, down. So,
oh, that's a little something going on there, buddy.
up, down, up, down, up, down. They go in and out, and yeah, I know, still the same thing.
I mean, there's a queen, so they technically do. And there are baby bees in there somewhere. So that's a jar of honey. Is that my jar?
That's your jar.
Oh, baby. I got to come over. See, if we had got up to 200 in the chat, I would have easily been to your house tonight getting my jar of honey. But we haven't got up to that point yet, you know, so I don't know.
I mean,
I didn't know that the fence is like a regular slotted fence, right? So they can go straight across if they want, but they go straight up.
They go straight up. Literally,
off they go.
You could stand right next to it. They don't bother you. You could stand right next to it, and you could watch them just, and they just go. I mean, it's fast, and they're just constantly in, out, in, out, in, out, and they're just
pollinating and all that stuff and bringing back what they need to bring back for the hive. My question is, and this is, there she is. There she is with the honeycomb, the tray. What do you call that thing? Bee tray?
I guess. I mean,
does anybody know what you call the thing that the bees?
I mean, I'm sure she would if she wasn't outside, but she's outside
with the bees. Okay, no big deal. I ain't mad at her. I am not mad at all. All right,
she likes it.
She's gotta love it. It was her idea. Why not? I love it. I'm coming over to check out the bees and grab my honey. I just got to know when I'm coming to get them. All right, I'm gonna get to this. What do you got? This giveaway.
I'm listening. I'm getting excited.
I'm going to get to this giveaway. I'm just going to scroll through the comments because it won't let me see exactly who picked what. And the North Carolina one was the winner. So what I think we're going to do is scroll. And the first name I see that picked North Carolina, that's who's going to get picked. And the winner is scroll, Missouri. Amber at Amber S 842971. You are the winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong. She initially picked North Carolina in her post. But then she said, I voted for Illinois, which is your mistake. So the next name I see, sorry, Amber. You gotta trust your first instinct, baby.
Wow.
Am I right?
You're just like, whatever.
That's what she said. Amber, reach out to me. Maybe I'll shoot you something else, okay? But Joanne Rickman, my gut says North Carolina at Jojo Rickman. Holler back at us. We'll make sure you get taken care of. We'll hit you up this week for your prize.
Sounds good.
What else we got? Anything from Saturday night? Because there was something that caught my attention. Let's see if it caught yours too. Because we're 30 minutes away from the live, and I want to get focused and zoned in for that. May or may not be here.
What caught my attention was Daytona. Richie Marr with the stolen Ultima things. That's my hashtag for good stuff. Ultima things. Dude, like the dude was scot-free. He had the stolen car. He was scot-free. He was off doing his own thing. And then he comes back and says, what are you doing to my car? Like, what? Why wouldn't you just be like, oh, I don't see nothing. I'm just walking here. Like,
yeah.
You inserted yourself back into it.
Correct. usually when you commit a felony, you don't go talk to the cops while doing so or in the commission thereof, correct?
100%.
I never committed a felony, but I would assume that the wisest criminals see the police around their felonious vehicle when they go the opposite direction. Like the guy from Richland County who destroyed his own car with sticks and stones, broke every single window out, and then ran from the cops as soon as he saw him, right?
All right, listen. I think in the end, everybody just wiped their hands clean because I don't think anybody understood anything. The communication barrier was insane. The Google translator going on and the whatever this we'll say Spanish people. I'm not just gonna say Mexican.
There you go.
Spanish people were just like blah blah blah, and everybody was like, "All right, we wasted enough time. It might be his car, might not be his car, but we're out." It was wild.
It was very strange.
But hey,
And
I mean, honestly, you get those Modelas in you, and that's it. couple Coronas, and you're done. So whatever.
it was very wild, and they did a great investigation. The question has to be begged: if you commit a felony on your own vehicle, should you be charged for it? And I guess your property, your car, anything like that, should you be charged for it? What say ye?
Dude, what if the windows didn't work and he was like, I'm tired of driving in this car with no AC and the windows don't work. I need ventilation.
Gonna bust them all out, create holes, and create a danger to myself. Put it on the poll actually at OPL recaps for me. When one commits a felony, should they immediately contact the cops investigating the crime? And let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
Also, back to the Daytona stolen Ultima things. Hey, I think those are my shoes in the back of that car.
You like those Jordans?
Can you ask Richie if those are just sitting in like somewhere, a locker, or you know?
Well, let me ask you this:
10 and a half.
I thought he said 12s.
I'm just saying my size.
I know.
I'll put some paper in there. They were nice.
So the guy walked away, didn't get charged with anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to talk about ongoing investigations, but I'm a stolen vehicle detective sergeant, so we may or may not have got contacted by that agency about that car and him being the suspect.
Hey, just let the lieutenant handle it.
All right, so we are a little less than 30 minutes away from the start of OPL tonight. All right, let me ask you this question.
Me or the people?
I'm going to ask you, and the people who can listen up. Who do we think's opening the show tonight? We got to toss this around because you would think they want to kind of go to the new department first.
Robeson
may open the show tonight. But I don't know because we got some heavy hitters tonight. Braylon's back on. He's a dope. He's back. Of course, Daytona's coming in hot and heavy, right? So what's your gut telling you, Jim? Talk to me.
My gut?
Yeah, what's your gut telling you? Who's opening the show tonight? Put it in the chat. Who do you think's opening the show?
I would like to say that it's our boys in Daytona, but I'm not going to be that obvious. I'm going to say the wild ones, Toledo.
I
think Toledo.
What is with Ohio, baby?
Bro, I want to go and see what it's about.
I've been to Ohio. It's not much to do about nothing. I can tell you that right now.
So I'm saying, like, what's going on over there? Is that like some unclaimed property we don't know about and everybody's fighting over it?
All right, so we got Earhart and Janowicki, that tandem. Then you got Mike G and Mullinex. So, there should be something popping off, a spot shot or a fight, something tonight in Toledo, right?
I think so. But, we could really do a poll. Is Braylon going to get into another foot chase? I called you out, sir. I called you out.
If you haven't watched our last episode, check it out. We had a little mini interview with Braylon on the last episode of our recap show. He popped in, surprise pop in about the little rascal that got away from him in handcuffs, but they eventually detained him. I don't want to spoil the whole thing if you haven't seen it, but go check out that episode. There's a clip in there. We break down that whole scene, which I thought was absolutely epic.
Let's see what happens.
I'm throwing my vote out right now. I'm going to say Berkeley's opening the show tonight.
Really?
I'm going with Berkeley. You got Corporal Carr, right? You got Corporal Drayton, right? You got Corporal Fowler. You got the 3 corps, and then you got the K9. What's his name? Odin. Yeah. So let's go with it. Berkeley's starting show tonight. I'm going to say that, and if I'm wrong, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Who do you guys think? Who do you guys think's open the show? Let me know. Who you want to see crank the show open?
I feel like that's a good call because they do a lot of Berkeley stuff. They do. So
they do.
They could have a person sleeping in a bus stop, and they might be like, "Let's open with that. Let's open with that."
Okay. Something that I've noticed on the show. This is not inside information that I have, just something that I noticed on the show. And correct me if you think I'm wrong.
Reckless observation?
Yes, this isn't speculation, it's observation. Sometimes the call is so good that they will do a prior to air that's happened. But sometimes the call won't be that good, and they'll still do a prior to air that's happened. And I'm thinking to myself, why are they showing that? What do you think the answer to that question is, Jim?
I would ask where Dan is from. If Dan is from South Carolina, he wants to show a bunch of South Carolina stuff, but that's me.
Or could it be that nothing's happening live at the time?
No, that's a lie. There's always something happening.
There's nothing good as what happened prior to air. Let's take, for example, the Berkeley chase that went down the dirt road and the guy came back and he stuck him and the cameraman got left behind.
Mm-hmm.
That was all prior to air. It was still sun out and it's 9 o'clock at night. They had to show that. That was so good. But you get other things that happen prior to air and it's kind of like,
I'm sleeping over here, right?
All right. We're going to throw a poll up as we make our way out of here. Do you have anything else for the people from last week's 2 episodes, episode 77 and 78?
Nah. I think that was pretty much all the highlighted stuff. I mean, all the other stuff was kind of boring and didn't really intrigue me.
I do want to give a shout out to Lee County because something happened during that call where the cameraman was grabbed by somebody in that restaurant, or one of the producers were grabbed, and the officer, the deputy, sprung into action immediately. Hey, listen, you'll hear them say, hey, they're filming a documentary. Leave the media people alone, okay? They're not going to touch you. They're not here to bother you. If you don't want to be on camera, walk away. But don't grab any of the cameramen or the production crew or anything like that, because we could technically charge you with batteries, unwanted touching.
Mm-hmm.
Any unwanted touching is a battery. So keep your hands off of people. If you want to go grab a random dude, don't grab a guy holding a camera because, you want to be a tough guy. Public service announcement. I'm done ranting.
Also, the Indian River guys. Man, Mackenzie and Lee, they're on it tonight. I like them. I like them both. I like Lee. Mm-hmm. He's just like squared away, ready to go. I would just like to see him pop that lock a couple more times.
Has he? I think maybe he's deployed the dog once. He's been on?
Once. And that was the guy that was in the woods, I think. I want to see him pop that lock. I want to see that dog. I want to see it eat. That's what I want to see. But I like those guys a lot. I think they handle themselves very well, and they're very professional and very fair. I like that.
Yeah, they are. No question about that. I like Indian River. I used to live not far from there. I lived in St. Lucie County in the Fort Pierce area, which is borders Indian River County. So I know that area very well. I got I know some people that live in that area right now. There's some beautiful parts, but just like any other city, you got some not so beautiful parts that need policing. And in any society, you're going to have crime. So you got to have the cops there, and they are ready. They're on top of it. They got money. They got personnel. They got a sheriff who backs them 100%. I like it.
Hey, I like it too, but I just want to circle back to the beginning.
Circle back, baby.
Robeson. Bro, they got some clean units. All white with the black graphics.
Yes.
Everything matches perfectly. The helicopter. The star looks a little familiar to me. I just can't remember like where I've seen that like star, that design from.
Yeah.
But man, I like their units. Challenger, Charger, Mustang. That helicopter is real clean looking. Like,
yeah.
I want to see what else they got. They got to have some sneaky stuff. I know they do, because everybody's looking for a white car. They got to have some sneaky units. I'm sure they do.
They better have some type of unmarked star, a different color. But let me ask you this: what are we doing with the helicopter underneath that like little garage area? I guess you got to tow it out of there, huh? You can't take off from there by the MRAP and by the Humvee.
Look at that thing. Those things look nice. So the helicopters are on wheels. They wheel those things
they
around.
wheel them out. Yeah, they got like a little stand. But this, I'm looking at it. Do you see a stand on this one?
No, I'm pretty sure it's like a quick jack. So you put it underneath and you pull up, and then I think it lifts it up.
Like
I'm
when
pretty
the tow
sure
truck drivers use those. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I had a friend that used to fly helicopters, and man, that was awesome to see them just pull them in and out and doing their thing, all the stuff that they do and all the equipment checks. Pretty cool stuff.
We do have a friend who flies helicopters, don't we?
We do. We should get him on the show.
Ooh, that'd be a good idea.
He showed me some really cool videos.
I'm sure he's got some footage that the people would love to see. Yeah. Is there anything better than a good chase from the helicopter view in law enforcement? Maybe a dog bite's better, a good dog bite, but
the dog bite's personal, where the helicopter is like, it's like we could see you can't see it. It's like a sneak attack where you know the dog's on the ground. You're like, you're getting this no matter what. Yup.
Yeah, man, we love the doggies. We like them a lot. So, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. If it's all right with you, Jim, we're gonna end this thing. We want to thank the people for jumping on with us tonight and participating in the chat. We want to shout out to sneak peek. There's our boy. Oh,
look at that guy.
Put it away. Don't give him too much. We might have him on the show here soon.
Had to do it.
We'll hit him up and text and see what he wants to do. And we'll see if he wants to come on. But hey, let us know in the comments wherever, if you're watching this later, what you'd like to hear us talking about, what changes that we can make, will be more entertaining for you, what's more educational for you. We can get into state statute, we can get into anything for you and have a good time. But we want to come on here and say we thank you, we appreciate you. Jim, what you got for them?
Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things. Pass it out to friends. Tell them to jump on. Just drop us a like.
Let's go, baby.
As simple as that. We appreciate everybody and their support.
15 minutes from now, about 15 minutes from now, all new episode on Patrol Live with the new county, Robeson County. And hey, the stars are out tonight. Tomorrow night, who knows what we'll do? Maybe we'll be live again. Maybe I'll be on the show.
Maybe I won't be sipping on this, and I could come drive around and see what's going on. Go live on Instagram.
Shout out to the Milwaukee Police Foundation and the people that came to Daytona, visited with me at the station and brought me this hat, man. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. And we are gone. Hit us up on our polls and all of our social media, All Patrol Life. Thank y'all for watching.